Hello, welcome to Spell Day. We're covering a spell every single day of the year from the 5e PHB +3. Those +3 spells are homebrew spells. We're at +1 at the moment. You can get back in playlist to find it. And today's spell is OTILUKE'S Freezing Sphere.
It's called Skill.
6 level evocation, casting time of 1 action, range of 300 feet, components for balsamic material, a small crystal sphere, duration instantaneous. A frigid globe of cold energy streaks from your fingertips to a point of your choice within range, where it explodes in a 60-foot radius sphere. Each creature within the area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 10d6 cold damage. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage. If the globe strikes a body of water or a liquid that is principally water, not including water-based creatures, it freezes the liquid to a depth of 6 inches over an area of 30 square feet. The ice lasts for 1 minute. Creatures that were swimming on the surface of the frozen water are trapped in the ice. A trapped creature can use an action to make a strength check against your spell save DC to break free. You can refrain from firing the globe after completing the spell if you wish. A small globe about the size of a sling stone, cool to the touch, appears in your hand. At any time, you or a creature you give the globe to can throw the globe up to a range of 40 feet, or hurl it with a sling to the sling's normal range. It shatters on impact with the same effect as the normal casting of the spell. You can also set the globe down without shattering it. After 1 minute, if the globe hasn't already shattered, it explodes. At higher levels, when you cast the spell using a spell slot of 7th level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot level above 6th. Huh. Yeah, no, I don't, Alright, let's just get on with it. I don't have a witty comment for this one. Okay, 6th level, evocation, 300-foot range is not bad, especially for a 60-foot radius. That is quite nice. Now, yeah, you have run into the issue of, well, instantly comparing it to Fireball, because it's a range radial effect that does damage. D6, 10d6? Well, yes, doesn't match up to the same damage an upcasted Fireball will do. Where this outclasses it is in the range, and in the, well, not the damage, but the area of effect, so you can potentially hit more targets. This is another one of those war spells or battlefield spells. A big thing of like, oh, this is a massive area effect, massive range. This is not meant for a dungeon crawl. This is meant for a battlefield. 20-foot radius is already quite big. This is a 60-foot radius. 60. Then you also have the thing that, because of how big it is, the fact that it can freeze bodies of water is fantastic. Now, it doesn't say how much strength it can hold, and I don't know, I haven't been around ice that often. So 6 inches, is that enough? What weight can that take? How much weight can that take? But the fact it instantly freezes it gives a nice elemental effect. An actual elemental effect, mind you, compared to some other spells. The fact it freezes targets that are in it, which makes this weirdly... I mean, it's already a good area and range, but... if you're fighting enemies in water, you have a massive advantage, because it's not a strength save against your spell save DC. Oh man, is that save never used. Nope, it's a strength check. Not a skill check, not an athletics check, no. It's your strength bonus. And that's it. Now, how often does that come up in a regular campaign to where a player can take advantage of that? I don't know. But if you have, I don't know, BBG of some like freezing styled lich out on some glacier out somewhere, it might come up. God, because imagine using that on the party, because it restrains... Apologies, if you were doing this to freeze the water option, it is not the full range. It is only a 30-foot square, which is strange. I guess it's because of the situation I was just describing, that if you could trap, like, everyone trying to cross a river, that'd be busted. However, I'm gonna run into an issue with this spell. It doesn't say what the trap does. It's not giving a specific stat change. It's not saying, oh, they're movement 0, or it's not saying they're grappled, or restrained, or paralyzed. It just says trap. It doesn't even say, movement 0. Just trapped in ice. So, however your DM wants to interpret that, I guess. But outside of the usual freezing of the water, the massive area of effect, those are either an evocation or ice to assume effect, you know, freezing things. We get into a strange one, which is the bead. Now, I've tried to look for a use for this bead. I have not found one. Now, yes, being able to give anyone, really, like, you can cast this ahead of time and then give this small bead to doing this range, well, not this range, but this radius, and this damage, that's great. And even if you're giving it to someone trying to cross a river or a body of water, able to make a platform for themselves, that's also good. And any, let's just, It's the minute thing. It's the fact it lasts only a minute as a bead. So that 1 minute window is only going to be for very, very, very particular situations where you have to have and already be restrained to said 1 minute window. Or I guess not. I'm trying to think of when, again, all those examples I just gave, great for a pass off ahead of time. Being able to hand someone this essential ice detonation, it's great. The fact that it's limited to a minute, why aren't you just casting it yourself? You have more range on both those options of throwing it or the sling. The only difference is likely where you're standing at the time, so handing this over to an assassin or someone meant to take the fall for some kind of mass destruction. Meanwhile, you were just standing here all fine. You just happened to pass them 40 seconds ago. That's a weird one. Still, I have to give it 7 out of 10. Both for the range, the radius, and the... Oh, alright, damage for what it's doing. It's namely because of the area of effect it can affect. Like, yes, single target, this is not doing the best. But still doing pretty good, even against a single target. 10d6? And then you throw in the fact that you're likely hitting more targets with this. I mean, 60-foot radius is massive. That's a hamlet. Well, I don't know, it depends how far spread the hamlet is. Anyway, you get what I mean. And then 300 feet on top of that, so you don't have to be caught within the radius, and less likely any of your allies are, in any case. And, I don't know, again, there's also the river scenario. The fact that it adds in a freezing water feature. It gives you the distance of it, it traps creatures. Vague wording, but alright. And then the bead, while maybe not the most useful, it's just in addition to an already pretty decent spell. And then throw in the extra effects. It's not bad. It's pretty good.